Time for Smart Money on your Monday morning. Today, the topic is disaster-proofing your portfolio. And certified financial planner Jeff Rose with Alliance Investment Planning in Carbondale is here with more. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here, as always.
Oh, always love to be here.
This early in the morning,
of course.
right?
Yeah.
And tell us, what does it mean to disaster-proof your portfolio?
You know, when all these storms that have happened lately, all these tornadoes that you see everywhere, you know, it's always about being prepared. And when it comes to your investments, the easiest way to be prepared is to be diversified. Okay. But you always hear that, you know, to be diversified. So I just quickly want to say what diversified is not. Okay. And diversified is just having some mutual funds, having some stocks. When I look at people that think that they're diversified, you know, they'll have some mutual funds, but they might be missing some international mutual funds. They might not have enough of certain different sectors. Mm-hmm. They just think they're okay, but when I do a quick analysis, it's easily seen, hey, you're not as protected as you should be. Mm-hmm. And I could think of, like, if you had your home where you think that you're safe in your closet or in your bathtub, mm-hmm. but you know, if this big tornado comes through, the reality is you're not going to be protected at all. And the same thing with the diversification applies too.
Yeah, and what kind of disasters are we talking about where your finances could be concerned? You know,
I think what we had in 2008 with the financial crisis, I think in your own personal life, some disasters could be losing your job, could be just any emergency like that. And part of the disaster proofing your portfolio is having enough cash, enough emergency funds on hand. And going back to the whole disaster of having tornado, you want to make sure you have enough supplies. You know, if you had a basement where you're going to be down there for a few days, you want to have enough water, have enough emergency rations. Same thing with enough cash. And if you did lose a job, if something happened to where a major catastrophe with your house, you know, home water heater goes out, car goes down, etc., you want to make sure you have enough cash to last you for however long that you think that you might, you know, be out of hand. So
it sounds like there's a lot of common sense involved with this, really, but do you have any other things that people really need to keep in mind as they're putting it together?
Sure. You know, once again, if a disaster comes through, you want to make sure you have enough homeowners insurance. Okay. You know, make sure you got the proper coverage. Mm-hmm. With your investment portfolio, some coverage would be life insurance. A lot of people may have life insurance, they may have it through their work. Had a recent conversation with a gentleman, thought, oh, I've got $100,000 of life insurance. You know, thought that was enough. You know, when you've got a family with a kid with a second one on the way, as he did, you know, $100,000 really isn't a lot of money in this day and age. So make sure you have enough coverage. Also with disability insurance. Scary statistic is that we actually have a greater chance of being disabled than actually dying before the age of 65. Wow. And very seldom do people actually go that extra step to actually have disability insurance.
Wow, so it comes down to a lot of double checking, a lot of talking with your financial advisors and things like that. And have you seen any instances where this has really helped somebody, where really being prepared has saved them?
Time and time again. You know, I wouldn't be here today talking about it. You know, if I've seen both sides of the coin. I've seen people that weren't prepared at all, and I've seen people that taken that extra step. It's taken a little time, you know, to have the proper coverage, have the right emergency funds, to be diversified, you know, have all those steps in place, and to where when the disaster does come, sure, you're going to be affected, but not nearly as bad as somebody else.
And if you want more information on all kinds of different financial related topics, you can go to Jeff's blog. That's goodfinancialsense.com. Jeff Rose, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks.